gets me in my DNA. Baby for lunch, probably call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gonna know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only got for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous. You know what's up. You know what's up. You pretend, living a lie. You know me.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now ETN to start the drive. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Ready?
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Lawrence. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 15.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 15. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Play action. Now Wilson. Open man. He completes it to Judy. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 44 yards. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A give to Etienne running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Straight ahead, Etienne. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram.
And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll run with ETN.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
He's crossing. He's checking crowd.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Washington now brings this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked by Chad Muma.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, the offense, they'd really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Washington now brings this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll give up the gut for Murray. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Play action. It's Wilson.
This will be caught. Judy.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. Up the middle, Murray. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. From 21 yards away.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half.
McManus's point after is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Etienne up the middle.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now Lawrence on first down. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line. Second half starts with a run by Murray. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They go with Murray again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. On the move past the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I do think that sometimes on third and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself. A little bit of a desperation play. and he was able to take the short throw and turn it into a big gain and a conversion on third down. That's a big pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Now a throw here to his running back. Finding room at midfield. Down the right sideline. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Jaguars have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Washington now brings this out. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Touchdown! Travis Etienne, 58 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Washington now brings this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the...
There he goes, right side. 20, 10. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Second and goal from the 1. Again, it's Murray. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Latavius Murray punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that'll help the old passing stat.
Told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, you waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch it tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
Hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. Where the at? Anyway, gotta pay a little more if we late to the jet. Got a jet cause the boat leave at 8. And we got some fur on the upper deck and the orchestra gon' play it.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. ready to get us started. It's Cade York. And we are underway in Southern California. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. It's Eckler again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second down and 3. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that's complete to the right side, it's Allen. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing again on second down. Herbert, he gets this out to Spiller. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Eckler, they run left side. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Richard Rodgers from 4 yards out. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. To throw is Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Here's Watson. Rolling to his left.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there. Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try.
Watson looks to throw again. Tries the right side, and he finds Bell. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Flushed out right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal.
Here's Watson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Back to throw, Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, it's Watson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Finding room at midfield. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, 85 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2.
They'll run for it with Michel. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns drive about to get started.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, LA! Austin Eckler, 48 yards. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Throwing on third down, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Quick throw. He's got Hunt on the slant. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. Watson now to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watson gets this one to Cooper, and he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure if you have a big-time fan.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Deshaun Watson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. Here's Watson. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Herbert to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Herbert going to throw. He's got Eckler, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Herbert.
Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, Eckler.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just